Most people speak to feel important. They explain, justify, and react without thinking. But the most powerful people in the room don't rush to speak. They pause, observe, and choose silence. That silence does something unsettling. It makes others uncomfortable, curious, and attentive. Because silence isn't emptiness, it's control. Silence scares people not because it's dangerous but because it removes noise. And when the noise disappears, what's left is truth. Most people talk to avoid that truth. They fill gaps, protect their ego, and explain themselves before anyone asks. Silence forces people to sit with who they are. That's why in conversations, the first person to break silence often gives up power. They reveal too much, expose emotion, and lose leverage. Silence doesn't rush. Silence waits. And waiting is strength. Anyone can speak, but not everyone can stay quiet. Silence requires emotional discipline. When someone insults you, your instinct is to respond. When someone misunderstands you, your instinct is to explain. When someone challenges you, your instinct is to defend. But silence asks a harder question. Is this worth my energy? Powerful people don't react to everything because they don't need validation from everyone. They understand something most people don't. Not every battle deserves a response, and not every opinion deserves attention. Silence says, I control myself. And self-control is the foundation of all power. When you stay silent, something interesting happens. People keep talking. They fill the space, overshare, and contradict themselves. Humans hate uncertainty. When you don't respond right away, others begin to project. They assume, explain more, and reveal their intentions. Silence turns you into a mirror, and most people can't stand what they see when they keep talking. That's why negotiators pause. That's why leaders listen more than they speak. That's why calm people always know more than they say. Silence gathers information. Words spend it. Respect isn't demanded, it's felt. And silence creates gravity. The loudest person in the room is rarely the leader. The one who speaks last, carefully and intentionally, often is. Silence signals confidence. It says, I'm comfortable with myself. I don't need to prove anything. I choose my words. That restraint creates authority. People trust those who don't over-explain. People respect those who don't overreact. People follow those who don't chase approval. Silence doesn't beg for attention. It attracts it. But silence is not avoidance. It's not fear. And it's not weakness. There's a difference between being quiet because you're powerless and being quiet because you're in control. Powerful silence is intentional. It's choosing not to respond when responding would lower your position. It's staying calm when chaos is expected. It's listening while others are trying to impress. Silence only becomes weakness when it's driven by fear. But when it's driven by awareness, it becomes presence. So start small. Pause before replying. Count 3 seconds and let the moment breathe. Don't interrupt. Don't rush. Don't explain unless asked. When emotions rise, lower your volume, not your standards. Observe people. Notice who talks when they're nervous. Notice who fills silence with ego. Then do the opposite. Speak less. Be more. Silence isn't about disappearing. It's about choosing impact over noise. In a loud world, silence is rare, and rarity creates value. The more control you have over your reactions, the more power you have over your life. If you're learning to master your emotions, move with intention, and build quiet confidence, subscribe for more videos like this. And comment silence if this resonated with you. Your calm is your power.